So, where were you during the time of the Dust Bowl?
In Nebraska.
Okay. Um, do you remember what it was like? What grade were you in when this started?
Oh, I was in high school.
High school?
Hmm.
Okay. Um, can you kind of explain to me like what it was like going to school?
Well, I lived a mile and a half from my school, so we had a barn at the school. So if I wanted to ride horseback, I could ride horseback and keep the horse in the barn during the daytime. And and you do that quite a little because during that dust storm, that dust was red because it come from Dakota, and our dust in Nebraska was a darker soil, more brownish and red. And so we tried to cover our faces with a handkerchief or something while we were walking and riding to school, and keep ourselves as clean as we could. And it was
It was just really dirty.
yeah, you'd
Yeah.
really get dirty if you didn't.
Yeah. Would you guys shower every day or clean yourselves off every day?
We had those days. We didn't have a bathroom. We had a outside toilet,
Mm-hmm.
and so we didn't shower every day. I'm sure we weren't that clean because you did good if you took a bath twice a week because you'd have to take it in your wash tub
Oh yeah.
and heat the water and then put it in the wash tub. So you didn't. You did mostly washing off
Mm-hmm.
all the time to get rid of it.
Can you kind of explain to me what the air looked like when you were going to school?
Well, the air was kind of like, instead of a fog, it was dirt. You couldn't see.
So it was kind of like a foggy looking, but
A
it was all dirt.
reddish-like fog.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't see too far. When you drive, you'd have to be awful careful because it would fill in. Only it would be like a fog, but instead of moisture, it would be just dirt in the air.
So what, did it have any effects on the vehicles at the time?
No, it's just small particles like dust.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't. It did bother the animals breathing
Mm-hmm.
because they had to be out in it all the time, where people went in the house and things, and they could protect themselves more than animals.
Yeah, so what would happen to the animals?
Well, some of them went get what they called a dust pneumonia, and you'd have to have a vet come out and give shots for the pneumonia,
Oh, okay, so like the dirt would just get stuck in their lungs.
and their lungs would get full of it.
Okay. Can you kind of explain to me what the dust storm, what kind of effects it had like on the town?
Well, of course, those days, during those, no one traveled that much.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we lived 8 miles from town, but we didn't go to town maybe once a week. We thought that's a long ways. And of course, gas was cheap then. So